Hey everyone, Trucker John here. Alright, so left Michigan, had to drive overnight. Like I said in my last video, they wanted me to take 70 going through Colorado and over Vail. I'm not going to do it. So what I did is I routed myself down to the 40. Well, I'm going to route myself down to the 40. Right now, I am in Springfield at the terminal, the Prime Terminal, staying in one of their little bunk rooms here. And yeah, had the pick up my TWIC card. I had some lunch. I've already taken a nap. I was supposed to originally drive overnight for the next few nights, but I figured, you know what, I was able to get all the way down here to Springfield in one shot. So let me just shut down until early tomorrow morning and get back onto my regular schedule, which is about waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning on the road no later than 5. That's what I like to do. That way I can shut down earlier. I have parking wherever I go. I just hope the weather cooperates with me, you know, going through the south here, going through Oklahoma and Texas. And yeah, it's been rough everywhere, but especially down here in the south, you know, they're not really equipped or used to this kind of weather, so it's, you know, they've been suffering for it. So I'm hoping it stays light for me, because you know, you don't want any delays ever, but especially when you're on your way for home time, you don't want to have any delays. Really miss my family. I want to get home and see them. All right, guys. So so I left Michigan here in Springfield, Missouri, on my way to Carson, California, to drop off. I still have about 1,600 miles ahead of me and about 3 days to get it there. So plenty of time. I'll try to average at least 500 miles a day, which will leave me a little over 100 miles left over, which I could either split up within those 3 days or drive that extra 100 miles when I get to Southern California. Play it by ear. See what happens. All right, guys. I will see you. All right, guys. So I am here with two very special guests. I have the Oakdale Trucker. Make sure you check him out on YouTube. And I have Jeffro, the Wannabe Trucker. And we're still trying to figure out his new name, because he's not a wannabe trucker anymore. He just trifected today. So congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
It's very awesome. So I will put a link to their channels down below. Make sure you guys check them out. Subscribe. They have awesome content. All right, guys. All right, the Great Dutchman is once again getting a shower. Much needed. My goodness, she is so dirty. So anyways, so that's what I did yesterday. 620 miles. It's pretty good. You know, usually when you get over the 600-mile mark, you've had a long day, and I was so tired. So I was supposed to be, like I said in the last video, on doing an overnight for the next few days to try to get back to a day shift. But I figured, you know what, I'm here in Springfield at the terminal. I think it's a good opportunity to just take a long rest and get started early in the morning. So that's what I did. So anyways, here we are, getting a wash, and we're gonna go get fuel and hit the road. It's definitely chilly in here too. All right, got the Great Dutchman clean, nice and pretty, ready to hit this road. so I stopped for the day. I'm here in Ross, Oklahoma, which is I don't know, about maybe an hour and a half outside of Oklahoma City, on the 40 on my way to Amarillo, Texas. Stopping here for the day. It's kind of a short day today and tomorrow. I can only run 8 hours. My reefer turned off. I can only run for 8 hours today and tomorrow because that's just the amount of time I have on my clock. But the following day and every day after that, I have 12 plus hours coming back to me because I run on recaps, as I explained in my last few videos. So I'm just kind of hanging out here. I shut down at 2 p.m. here, and yep, I'll be up and at it again tomorrow between 3 and 4 in the morning and do it all over again. So what I've got going on for today, since I have a lot of time this evening, is I'm going to film 2 Cooking with John episodes. So stay tuned for that. It's a lot of work. Here's a little sneak peek of behind the scenes. Got all my food out, got all my equipment. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work what I do for you guys over here, so I know you all appreciate it because you're here and you're watching. So not only am I doing it for me because I want to try and eat healthy and cheap out here, but I want to have good content for you guys. All right, so that's probably going to do it for me for tonight. I am going to finish what I'm doing here for my next videos. I will see you all tomorrow. Just outside of windy Albuquerque, and check this out. This is the historic Route 66 Rio Pareco Bridge. This truck passes. There it is right there. We're going to take a look at it. Look at the sky, man. I have not seen a blue sky in such a long time. Just pulled over here for my quick 30-minute break. And I just happened to stop right here. I didn't even know this was here. It's about 50 degrees, a little windy, but man, this feels so good compared to what I've been going through the last few weeks. Let's go check out this bridge. Check that out. This is the historic Route 66 road. Obviously not in use no more. I'm standing right in the middle of it. This must have been here way before this freeway was here. Anyways, here's the bridge. No longer in use, obviously. It's more of a little roadside tourist attraction now. Alright, built in 1933 from the Kansas City Structural Steel Company. Again, no longer in use. It says it was restored in 1957, and it's the longest bridge of its kind. I'll want to pause the video where I take a little snapshot. You can read the whole little thing they got going on for it. Walking across history. Who knows how many cars have driven on this since 1933 until it closed. Got some cacti going on. Just imagine how narrow this is. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but this is so narrow. It's hard to imagine 2 cars passing each other on here. Probably have to go pretty slow. As you can see, it does open up in the actual street there. It opens up more. There's no shoulder here, no room for error. It's very narrow. I don't think the Great Dutchman could fit in here. Probably wouldn't hold its weight either. Yeah, you can kind of tell, you get a better point of view here. You can kind of tell how the road buckles. Yeah, I don't think the Great Dutchman can go across there for sure. Anyways, just thought I'd share that with you guys. Nice little piece of history. Yeah, it'd be cool to get an RV or an old classic car and go drive down Route 60, take the whole Route 66 from California to wherever it ends. I think it's Chicago. So I made it all the way through Texas. I'm here just outside of, well, quite a ways outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico, at the Blue Water Outpost. I was here once before. I showed on one of my TNT videos. I went in there to go Christmas shopping. A lot of Indian trinkets and kachinas and all kinds of cool Indian themed souvenirs you can buy. So they do have truck parking here. So I made it here with about 2 minutes left on my clock. I had planned to stop actually about 15 miles back, but I was like, you know what, I got to run down my clock a little bit more. And I knew this was a few miles up the road. So I made it here just in time. I stopped here. So you can see there, got 2 minutes left on my 70. And tomorrow I have 6 hours coming back to me. See, I drove 512 miles today. So yeah, got about 700 miles left to my 90, to my delivery, which is not due until tomorrow at 3 p.m. But it's a drop and hook, so as soon as I can get it there, I'm sorry, it's not due tomorrow, it's due the next day. So I have all day tomorrow. I have 6 hours tomorrow to knock out as much as that 700 miles as possible, because it isn't until the next day at 3 p.m. it's due. So I figured tomorrow I can get, within about an hour to 2 hours away, and then the next morning just get over, 2 hours, get over to drop it off. And if I can do early enough in the morning, I should be able to get a pre-plan either on my way there or as soon as I drop it off. And that pre-plan should be heading up to Northern California because I am due for home time. I am super excited. I cannot wait. I've been on the road for a little over a month. January 14th is when I came back out on the road, and today is the 21st of February. So it's well over a month that I've been on the road. I did have a few flybys. If you remember, if you watch any of my other videos, I had a few flybys where I was home for about my 10-hour break or so, and I had to keep on rolling. So yeah, got truck parking. Gonna relax here for the night. I'm gonna continue it on again in the morning.